Silver light above the silence, dust of heaven slowly turning. Empty darkness starts to shimmer, like a secret finally burning. Falling through eternal blue, I saw constellations move, not like chaos without meaning, but like windows into truth. Lonely travel across the shadows, searching for a distant sign, through forgotten fields of starlight, past the edges of all time. Every comet left a trail mark, every planet held a flame, like the heavens kept repeating. Someone softly carved their names. The galaxies were not abandoned, the universe was not alone. There was music in the motion, there was purpose in the cold. And the farther I kept wandering, the louder silence seemed to sing. Architect of stars, keeper of the fire, you stretched rivers through the heavens, lifting worlds forever higher. Every spark above, every moonlit sea, carries whispers through creation, calling lost hearts back to peace. Architect of stars, you still remember me. Found a city made of echoes, floating far beyond the night. Ancient suns were slowly blooming, like flowers made of light. Every orbit moved in rhythm, every shadow learned to dance, and the sky became a cathedral, too enormous left to chance. Silver meteors kept falling, painting gold across the dark, while forgotten dreams awakened inside every human heart. And somewhere deep between the heavens, mercy traveled like the wind. Architect of stars, breathing through creation, beyond the final galaxy, beyond the strongest will. And somewhere in the silence, where endless worlds are born, your hands still hold creation, like the first beautiful dawn. Cold silver light above the silence, dust of heaven slowly turning. Empty darkness starts to shimmer, like a secret finally burning, falling through eternal blue. I saw constellations move, not like chaos without meaning, but like windows in frozen halos crossed the midnight, ancient rivers filled the sky. Silver planets turned like lanterns in the dark beyond our eyes. Velvet comets left reflections across oceans made of blue. And somewhere past the edge of silence, a holy melody broke through. Girl with tired eyes kept walking through a city made of rain. Every rooftop felt abandoned, every dream dissolved in gray. She carried questions like a burden, hidden deep beneath her skin, wondering if the distant heavens ever listened from within. Then she climbed the tallest building, where the sleeping skyline glowed, and the stars began unfolding like a map no human wrote. The universe kept breathing softly, like a secret wrapped in light. Architect of stars, painter of forever, you carved fire through the darkness, holding broken hearts together. Every world above, every rising flame moves according to the beauty written by your name. Architect of stars, call my soul again. Reflections on the sea, golden clouds of newborn starlight danced across infinity. Satellites like tiny fireflies floated through celestial streams, while forgotten constellations woke inside her silent dreams. Every orbit carried rhythm, every planet moved with grace, and for one brief fragile moment, fear completely lost its place. Even silence felt alive there, even darkness learned to sing. Architect of stars, voice beyond dimension, you design the cosmic oceans with eternal pure intention. When my faith grows weak, when the shadows fall, I can hear creation answering the She saw the skyline glowing like 1,000 whispered prayers. Far beyond the human chaos, beyond sorrow, fear and scars, there was beauty still expanding in the language of the the wonder living in your eyes. No abandoned constellation, no forgotten soul below, for the same hand shaping galaxy still refuses letting go. Light keeps falling through the silence, hope keeps rising from the flame, and the stars above are singing. There is healing in your shadows disappeared, but the wonder never faded. It remained beyond the fear. Now every star became a promise, every sunrise felt reborn, and the heavens no longer seemed like a place forever torn. She walked home beneath the daylight with eternity inside, for the universe had answered on that rooftop in the night. Architect of stars, king above creation, every burning constellation moves within your revelation. That through collapsing worlds, through eternal skies, you remain the endless center where forever comes alive. Architect of stars, holy source of life. The planets still are turning, the galaxies still bloom. Heaven keeps on singing beyond the edge of moonlight rooms. Frozen hail. They said the universe was silent, but this morning the telescopes heard music. The newest 2026 deep space transmissions are arriving now. Ultra-clear rivers of light flowing from the edges of creation. Every spiral galaxy, every newborn sun, every hidden nebula. Not random, not empty, but signed. The architect has written his name across infinity. Tonight, we are not merely observing stars. We are witnessing fingerprints of the divine. Before the clocks could count the hours, before the oceans learned to move, you stretched the dark like sacred canvas and painted worlds no eye had viewed. No human hand could hold the distance, no mortal mind could chart the skies. Yet every comment knows your whisper, every horizon knows your light. I see equations dancing softly inside the chambers of the stars, numbers blending into worship, calling out the way you are. From the silence came a heartbeat, from the void came holy flame. Every atom keeps repeating the glory of your name. Architect of stars, builder of forever, you hung galaxies like lanterns across the endless heavens. Architect of light, breathing life through wonder. Every universe is singing that you alone are thunder. When my spirit feels forgotten, lost beneath the weight of night, I remember all creation still survives inside your light. Hyperlight visuals awaken, the Carina clouds begin to bloom. Ancient particles collide in silence, a newborn sun ignites the room. The blueprint of infinity unfolds, mathematics glowing like prophecy. Gravity bends like sacred poetry, and every law obeys the king. You carve the pathways of the planets with wisdom deeper than the sea, and every orbit keeps on turning like hymns in cosmic harmony. The dark was never truly empty, it carried seeds of holy fire. Hidden worlds awaiting daylight, held together by desire. I watch the telescopes reveal you beyond the edge of human sight, and somehow every distant wonder still leads my trembling heart to Christ. No accidental constellation, no abandoned spark above. Every pulse across the heavens echoes perfect love. Architect of stars, builder of forever, you stretched eternity before us, yet you know us all together. Architect of grace, voice beyond dimension, you breathe purpose into chaos and beauty into tension. When the universe feels endless and my soul becomes afraid, I remember every galaxy was spoken and obeyed. Who taught the supernovas how to shine? Who placed eternity in human eyes? Who formed the silence into symphonies? Who taught the light to travel endlessly? You did. Who painted fire inside the cosmic rain? Who turned the darkness into holy flame? Who holds the stars yet heals the weakest heart? Who loved creation from the very start? You did. The heavens expand like rivers of gold, nebulous bloom in violet storms. 1,000 unseen worlds awaken, yet your mercy still reaches earth. The telescopes only magnify wonder, but worship begins beyond the lens. For every mystery points toward heaven, and every ending begins again. And if I drift through fear and questions like lonely satellites at night, your voice becomes my constellation. Your presence pulls me back to light. The same hand shaping distant quasars still wipes the tears from human skin. The God who governs within. Architect of stars, architect of stars, king beyond all power. Every glowing world declares your greatness every hour. Architect of life, author of creation, from the first breath of the cosmos to my soul's salvation. When the final sun grows silent and the universe grows still, your love will shine forever beyond time and beyond will. Architect of stars, architect of stars, I will worship through the endless night until I see your face. The telescopes are fading now. The final images drift into silence. But the signature remains, not written in ink, not neon moonlight touch the mountains, silver fog across the trees. Midnight carry distant echoes, floating slowly with the breeze. A train moved softly through the valley, windows glowing pale and gold. And above the sleeping city, heaven burned in shades untold. A young astronomer kept searching through observatories at night, mapping endless constellations, chasing fragments made of light. She spent years inside the silence, studying the cosmic streams. But the deeper that she wandered, the less the stars felt like machines. Every signal held a mystery, every pattern seemed alive, like the universe was breathing far beyond what eyes describe. And somewhere in the endless heavens, wonder slowly came awake. Architect of stars, keeper of the galaxies, you hung oceans made of fire beyond human realities. Every glowing world, every beam of blue carries fingerprints of beauty, leading every soul to you. Architect of stars, you make all things new. Streetlights vanished into darkness, heavy snow kept falling down. So she climbed above the rooftop, wrapped inside a woolen Even darkness carried love. Architect of stars, voice beyond forever, you designed the cosmic oceans, holding time itself together. When the cold winds arise, when my soul feels small, I remember all creation still responds to your call. Architect of stars, you are over all. You filled the void with living wonder, more than human minds could know. No collapsing star escapes you, no wandering heart too far. For the hand that shaped the heavens still reaches through our scars, across the endless cosmic rivers, across eternity's design. There is mercy moving softly through the fabric of all time. Searching heart had changed, because behind the stars she studied, she had finally found a name. Architect of stars, light beyond creation, every shining constellation sings your endless revelation through the blue horizon wrapped the desert, silent dunes beneath the night, ancient radio towers blinking under rivers made of light. Dusty wind-crossed empty highways carrying forgotten songs, while the heavens burn like mirrors stretching endlessly beyond. A stranded traveler kept driving through a wilderness of stone, searching for a distant signal far from everything called home. Her old dashboard softly flickered, static drifting through the air. Then a melody like moonlight rose echoes from frequencies nowhere. The stars reflected on the windshield like a language made of fire. Every mile became a question, pulling her forever higher. And somewhere deep within the silence, wonder started breathing life. Architect of stars, maker of the endless, you placed oceans in the heavens, turning darkness into precious. Every glowing line, every cosmic sea carries echoes of your power, calling restless hearts to peace. Architect of stars, you still speak to me. Beside abandoned ruins where forgotten satellites slept, moonlight painted broken metal like the sky itself had wept. Then above the silent mountains, thousands of bright fragments fell. Meteor showers crossed the heavens like celestial cathedral bells. Were holy underneath eternal skies. Architect of stars, keeper of creation, you design the cosmic rhythms with divine imagination. When the night grows on, when my hope feels thin, I can hear the galaxies calling me again. Architect of stars, you pull my soul within. Scars across collapsing constellations, across the ancient cosmic streams. There is mercy moving softly through the architecture of dreams. Desert slowly, golden sunlight filled the sand. The travel traveler closed her tired eyes with peace she could not understand. Now every highway carried wonder, every sunrise looked reborn, and the universe no longer felt like a place where hope was torn. She drove onward through the daylight, but her spirit stayed transformed, for she found the voice behind the stars in the middle of the storm. Architect of stars, light beyond the heavens, every burning constellation moves according to your presence. Through the rise of worlds, through eternity, you remain the endless center of all life and mystery.